Hi familia, I'm coming to you again from Bali. It seems like it's a place that gets me very expressive, and I'm on my last day again. I'm flying off to Hong Kong tomorrow and then back to London. And those of you that follow me on social media and have seen my blog, I shared with you all that I decided to pack up my life in London for now. And I spoke about the fact that that was a very difficult experience for me because I really feel like my home is in London, my soul home is in London. And no matter how many places I've lived in, because I've lived in many, I always kind of felt I wanted to come back to London. But, since January, I was back in Bali and I just got this soul urge that I need to spend this year really understanding joy. And I need to connect with my inner child again, which is about playfulness, trust, this thirst for life, without really knowing how it's going to happen, without having a firm idea. So it's scary. I shared that. I also shared how I got the courage to do that. So if you're interested about that, please go to my website, check out my blog, Journey to Self, and I will link that down below the video. What I wanted to share today was continuing on from a post I made yesterday on Instagram and Facebook about a physical journey that I had also been on, which also started in Bali. And, when I decided to jump on today, I wasn't really quite sure, still not quite sure what I'm going to speak about and what I need to share, but I've just been guided that I need to speak. So I'm just trusting that whatever needs to come out will come out. And I was sharing about the fact that I have been on a cleanse this last month, and this sharing is more about physical dis-ease, more about physical symptoms, physical imbalances than I normally speak about, because I always thought, of course everything is always connected, but I always thought my big thing has been about the mindset, super subconscious stuff, and I can do physical things and I've done physical healings before for others, but I always thought, maybe this is not where my focus is. And then I myself, just on a whim, went for a blood test, and for about a year prior to this, I had been kind of feeling a slowdown in everything. Like, I thought it was just because I'm getting older and super into this group consciousness about aging and what it means to age, that things slow down, that you just have to accept it, And so I just thought, learn to age gracefully. Even though I could sense some kind of resistance about this whole concept of aging and what society says about aging, and also what society says about health. And I think maybe this is why I went through this experience, to really connect with it. So I hadn't been feeling bad. I just thought, well, this is part of being a human, like humans slow down as they get older. And I'm 41. And I just thought, okay, accept it. Suck it up, buttercup. And I went for this blood test. I share all the details about that, and all kinds of stuff came up, which honestly was like a slap in my face, because I thought I had been kind of healthy most of my life. I train people on health programs. Part of my previous life was being a health coach and teaching people how to eat and how to think about eating and how to be healthy and mind, body, spirit. So this was a wake-up call for me, because I have also shared that for most of my life I've been kind of numb. Like, I don't allow myself, or was not allowing myself, to feel into my body. That's also something I've already shared. And there are many reasons for that, resistance, protection from pain, all kinds of ancestral programs, which I've also shared, so I'm not going to get into that again. But if you're not in your body, really in tune with your body, you're not going to feel things. You're not going to understand what you're feeling, and you're going to go into your head to just say you're okay, or you're going to hand over your power to a doctor, to someone else, a healer, a medical medium, whatever, to find the answers. And, I always thought myself as a healer, as a medium, as an intuitive medic, with all this training that comes with it, that I could always help other people, but I couldn't help myself because I can't help myself. I can hear everything for everyone else, but I'm blocked. This is a gift that you can only use for others. So it had been my program for such a long time, which also meant that people who worked on me, because I would ask for help, a lot of the times they couldn't, nothing that they're saying was resonating with me because I couldn't feel my body. So how could they feel into me if I was totally blocked into myself? Thank you guys for giving me that message. So the learning that I got from this is I was feeling sluggish. I felt my metabolism was slowing down. I felt lethargic. I felt so overwhelmed. I felt procrastination, like I would want to do things and I couldn't find the energy or the motivation to do it. And it's so weird because I would help other people through these things, and I always thought, okay, you're such a fraud because why are you not able to get this shit sorted out? And then I went on this cleanse. I found out I had all kinds of toxicity in my body. I saw my blood on the screen and it was all clumped together. And my energy production, my ATP, which is the energy production within your cells that helps them to turn over, which keeps you healthy, which keeps you young, which keeps all your functions physically in the body moving, mine was down at least 30%. So it was not in my mind. And I had just decided to ignore it. And I went on a physical protocol. So I worked with an amazing naturopath in Bali. She put me on a program. The details again are in my post on Instagram. And I will also link that below. But then I also, which I also explain on the Journey to Self blog post for February, I was also speaking about how 10 days into this physical protocol, I had an intense channeling session on myself. And by now I already know I work with galactic guides from other planets. They're here to help me. I felt so supported by them. Like, they just work through me. I can't tell you how it is. Like, I just want to cry when I think about it because I've been so helped and supported by them, especially in the last 2 months, that it's just opened me up in a way that I cannot explain in words. And that's why in words, the words don't come through. So they were channeling light language to me. I was doing all kinds of like psychic surgery on myself. And by the way, I've never been taught how to do that. I don't know what I was doing. I can't explain it. And the message there is you don't always cognitively understand. You must trust yourself. So with this channeling session that I had on myself, I worked on all of my lifetimes that I've had on Earth. And I've shared with people that my soul is not from Earth. I didn't come from Earth. I decided to come to Earth, but my origin planet is not Earth. That might be super galactic and woo-woo to some people, but a lot of you who follow me will get me when I say this. So I was getting help from all of my family, from all the journeys that I've had, my soul incarnations all around the galaxy. And they were helping me, and they were helping me heal so much ancestral trauma, especially down my female line, where women had just shut off from feeling. And when I came back into my body with all of this healing that was coming through me, through my own channeling, it's like they were using my body and my voice to just heal me, all dimensions of me, in all aspects of time. And this went through, down my ancestral line, down to any past life, also explaining to my soul that the contracts I chose to enter into this lifetime so that I could fully realize myself at this time as a human and understand the lessons that I came to learn. It was huge for me. And why am I sharing this? Because I understand those of you who are going through physical hardship and you're just feeling so helpless and you don't understand where it's coming from and you're going all around the place just looking for an answer, just looking to be healed. And I would say, I hear you, I understand you. I would suggest that you really go into yourself, into your heart, just pretend that you can hear your heart if you can't, and ask for help. Ask for the right people to come in your life. Ask for the right doctor. Ask for the right healer. Ask for whatever provider or person or situation can help you take the next step forward in your own healing. And I think this is the most important message. You are your own healer. So even though I work as a healer, I am only able to help as far as the person in front of me is willing to receive. And this is why when I received this huge healing with my guides, after I had gone to this doctor in Bali, I had started this physical protocol, and I asked them, I was like, please help my blood, please help my hormones, please balance everything in my body, please instantly heal my organs. And you know what? They did it. They did it through me. And I knew at that time, even while I was in the channeling session, that I was healed. I just knew it. I can't tell you why. I just had such full trust and faith that whatever was happening, my hands were flying around the place. I saw lights in my inner eye. There was like symbols flying around. I just knew something amazing was happening. But this is so funny, and this is why I'm sharing it. I couldn't let go of the fact that I need proof. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I believe it's done, but I need proof. So I continued with the physical protocols. I had oils, supplements, had to change my diet against a lot of mainstream advice at the moment, which is about stop eating meat, which, you know, I bought into for a long time. And that's not what my physical body needed. So again, I've explained that on my Instagram post. I go into what a lot of the protocol was. And I just said, I know I'm healed, but I need proof. I'm going to have a blood test again in a month, and I'm going to see if it actually happened. So I did everything right on the physical level. I did the protocol, I had vitamin drips, I cut out a lot of things from my diet, I added a lot of things to my diet. I was taking supplements, colonics, juices, cleanses, liver cleanses. Like, I did everything because I was just so shocked to see my blood, all my cells clumped together, that I was like, it just snapped me into action. And I trusted this naturopath who was in front of me. I just knew she was right. I just knew I'm going to follow her to the letter, and I did. And then I had this, I'm going to call it an instant healing from my guides. And yesterday I went back to the same doctor. It was a month later, and I just wanted to see, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what my blood shows. It was a follow-up. And she looked at the screen, and she's sharing the screen with me of my blood and how it looks under the microscope, and I can see it. And she's laughing, and she's like, this is perfect. Like, everything is gone. The black mold, the yeast, I had parasites, I had like all kinds of stuff going on in my body. And she's like, I don't understand how it happened so fast. It's just all gone. I was like, is there anything left? The black mold, is it gone? Everyone says it takes like sometimes years to get rid of. She's like, there's nothing in your blood. It's like, it's perfect. And I literally started screeching around the clinic. The nurses came in to try to find out like what happened to me. And they couldn't believe it either. They were all like, everyone, the 5 women in this clinic were just beaming at me, and they're like, we don't understand. Like, wow, this is amazing. And the reason I'm sharing it is that this experience showed me how to trust myself, how I'm guided to the right people for me at the time, how I can believe in instant healing, because I always thought I could do it for others, that I couldn't do it for myself. And now I realize I did it for myself. And I know it happened in that instant of that channeled session 2 weeks ago. And so it's just given me so much trust and faith in my guides, trust and faith in my intuition. And this is why I'm sharing it, because I want you to do that. You can get help. You can come to me. You can go to a doctor. You can go to any healer, a psychologist, doesn't matter. But you have to feel that the person in front of you is really able to help you. And you have to feel that this is resonant with you, that it, even if you don't understand how it makes sense, it vibrates at some unconscious level that this is the thing I need to do. This is the person I need to go to. I'm now ready to receive. And if you're hearing advice from media, from group consciousness, from the medical systems, that something is not right, don't automatically take it that they know better than you. I'm not a doctor, by the way. I'm a medical intuitive. I will never tell you to go against medical advice. I'm sharing my own experience. And the only message I have with this is to please check in with yourself. Anytime you hear something, meat is bad for you, cancer is like a death wish, diabetes is incurable, that, oh, you have a tumor, an incurable tumor, you're infertile, no matter what it is, please question everything and know that you have the ability to ask for help and you can receive it. You can have an instant healing. You can be guided to the right people. And more than anything, you are your own healer. Everything everyone does around you is only going to help to the extent that you allow it and the extent that you believe it. So I hope this resonates with you. I don't really know why I'm sharing it, but maybe someone needs to hear this. I give you so much love. I thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm in this with you. I share things that I hope will help. And if you have any questions, please just write to me. I can't wait to hear from you.